Let's get ready for Monday Mortgage Minute with your hosts, Tom McNamara and Bruce Woodburn.
I feel like I'm going into a title bout fight when I hear that, right?
Every
It's
time.
unbelievable. I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey, listen, on Wednesday, we got a Fed cut of a quarter point. Okay.
We
They
did, we did.
dropped the Fed rate from 3.5 to 3 3/4. That is great news. But something very strange happened that has not happened in a long time. And you hear me talking about this. I always encourage people to lock their interest rate in leading into the cut, not waiting for the cut.
Yep.
Because typically you'll see the market already build in the pricing in advance. So afterwards, it tends to settle a little bit. But the market didn't do that this time at all. I swear everything that's normal is no longer normal. Okay.
Yeah,
So the market actually got worse leading into it. For the last 2 weeks, it got worse.
I remember.
And then Wednesday, it starts getting better. Thursday, getting better. Friday, getting better. My phone started blowing off the hook. So I got all kinds of new contracts coming in. I got buyers out shopping, buyers that were pre-approved that have been dormant for 3 months called going, I want to update my pre-approval. I want to get back out seeing property. I'm super excited because I see people feeling better about that situation already.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
and
really
in
good.
reality, mortgage interest rates have not improved. Like they improved a little bit, maybe an eighth of a point, right? But that's something. And that's going in the right direction. And when I look at all the bond charts, we are up. We are above the 25, the 50, the 100, and the 200-day moving average. That means we've got a ceiling and we have a floor. So that floor is pretty much where we are right now, as long as we can maintain above those moving averages. And if we can pierce the next one, we should be smooth sailing. And then I think we can get fixed rates down around, hopefully around 6.1 to 5.99. Now, it's not there yet, folks, but it could be. So if you're thinking about buying a home, get pre-approved now. We'll get you taken care of. It's simple application, soft credit pull. We don't do a hard credit pull, but do it now. Now, I have some concerns. What do you think my concerns are?
Well, I can tell you what the one concern you're going to have is we got to be clear on this Fed drop. The Fed drop is the Fed lending rate, not
Right.
mortgage rates, right? So the 3.5,
100%.
3.75 we see on the screen here is not how much your mortgage is going to be. It's still going to
No,
be in the sixes. Okay.
still going to be in
Um,
sixes. That's the Fed rate. That is what the Fed loans banks money for. And
So
then they put it.
I know what your concern is, Bruce, and it's my concern. Well, it's not. I say it's my concern. You're concerned about it. I'm not
And
because
I'm
it's
not really concerned. I just think people need to be aware of it. Maybe
be
maybe
aware. That's exactly
rephrasing
right.
it.
Because what's going to happen is now with the lowered interest rates, the renewed interest in people coming out and buying it, and same thing. I'm getting a lot more calls from buyers. Buyers that have been sitting on the sideline. Hey, I'm gonna be ready to buy next year. I'm gonna want to buy in January. Gonna want to buy in February, whatever. When they start jumping back into the market, what's that going to do? It's going to drive up demand, right?
Yep.
Now, we've got a decent bit of inventory as a general statement in the Orlando area, Central Florida area. So it might take a little bit to absorb that, but it's not going to take a lot. And when it
No, I
starts
would bet
absorbing,
by the next quarter. Okay,
yeah,
I would say by February, March, if this enthusiasm continues to grow, we will shrink that up. Because right now, this is a general thing. I saw that there's approximately 3.5 homes on the market for every buyer. That's not the same in every community. We all
that's
know
right.
that. Okay.
Right.
But there is plenty of inventory. There's a lot of places around the country, they still don't have any inventory. There
I
is
know.
no
I know.
inventory, but we
Yeah.
have inventory here in Florida, and that's a really good thing. But as you said, Tom, that inventory, as it shrinks because the demand is up, sellers are now less apt to pay your closing costs. They
That's
may
right.
not negotiate putting a new roof on. They may not negotiate any of those things. I think right now they still will.
That would
But
definitely,
I think as
because
that inventory shrinks, they won't.
yeah, because right now the market is a bit stagnant. Listings take a little longer. And we were talking about this the other day. People just want to sell or thinking about selling, and they list their house. Yeah, they're not super flexible, but if somebody needs to sell, if they're moving, on purpose for a job, for an
Yep.
opportunity, for a child, whatever it might be, they need to sell. They don't want
Yes.
to sell, right?
Correct.
And so they're going to do it regardless of the factors. And if they need to sell it, they're going to be a little more flexible, right? But even when you needed to sell in 2021, you got whatever you wanted because there was no inventory and everything you put
Right.
up went in a heartbeat, right? So I don't know that we're ever going to get back to that, but we're definitely going to improve off of where we are today. And at some point, sellers are going to slow down on the concessions, they're going to slow down on the repairs, and eventually they'll stop.
You know what I haven't seen as much of that I thought I would, and that's more hometown heroes buyers. There's still
Yeah,
money. There's still money there. And
I know.
yet I went to my dermatologist and I was talking to the nurse's assistant there and she asked me what I did and I told her and I said, "Yeah, do you own a home?" And she says, "No, me and my husband have thought about it, but he doesn't want to do it yet." I'm like, "You're a nurse's assistant. You qualify for hometown assistants or hometown heroes that you could get all your down payment paid. I can help you. Why are you going to wait? Like, what do you want to wait for?" My husband wants to wait. I'm like, can you just have him call me? Let's just talk some sense into him. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But there's so many people that have that mindset that it's just, I want to wait. What are you waiting for? What exactly are you waiting for?
No,
And I
that's
don't think they have a legitimate reason
no,
unless
no.
it's fear.
Oh, yeah, a lot of it's fear. It is a commitment. And if you're not ready to buy because you're thinking about changing jobs or whatever, that's one thing, right? But if you're just not ready to buy because you think there's going to be a better opportunity coming up, there's probably not.
No, no, I don't think, and I think that we've kind of hit the bottom. Like we've had some soft years. This year's been soft. Last year's been soft. We have seen some appreciation in some communities, and some have actually lost a little bit of value up as
Yep.
much. And I've seen as much as 3 to 5% loss in value, not more than that. I haven't seen any
Especially in
more.
the condo communities.
Well, I'm eliminating condos because condos are forced down because their restrictions and their reserve requirements are, really hurt them quite a bit. And I don't
For
know
sure.
if they're going to address that. I think it's something we need to call Ron DeSantis on and see if maybe he can address some of the restrictions on that. But
Well, he's busy. He's busy pushing no
you're no
property tax.
taxes. Yeah, I
Right.
agree. So I do believe that this is going to be a roaring time in the next 3 to 6 months. I think things are going to get better. I think consumer confidence is going to go up. Everything's down. Gas is down. I think groceries, I pray, come down a little bit, but things are starting to look better. And I think that consumer confidence will come up. And I think that's going to help drive people into the market. I think it's a
And
really dynamic time to buy.
and by the way, because we're almost there, it's almost that time of year, right? Where we start talking about getting your tax refunds.
Yeah.
Next year, they're saying it's going to be one of the biggest tax refund seasons ever
For this
because
year or for 2026?
for 2025.
Yeah,
So
so
people filing next year
I
for
heard
this year,
approximately $1,000 more in everyone's pocket.
$1,000 more per person is it's actually between 1 and 2,000 is what
Well,
the
you
estimate.
think about that. For anybody that's listening to this right now and you're complaining you don't have any money, don't go buy an 80-inch screen TV with it. Don't
That's
do
right.
something wasteful with it. Invest in your future. It will make a difference. Believe me, home ownership will make a difference. And I know people can argue that, oh, it's cheaper to rent right now. You're right. It is cheaper to rent right now, but it won't be later.
That's right.
That won't last.
And
So
it won't be in your equity and your appreciation. So
no. And I look at people like your daughter and my son that purchased and built equity. And, I know your daughter's in the same situation as my son because she works at Universal. My son does charity work and doesn't make a lot of money,
yeah,
right? He's got $200,000 in equity in his house and he's only had it for 4 years. 200, maybe 189, 190. He
sure.
couldn't save that much money. No, even if
No,
you made 100 grand a year, he couldn't have saved that much money. It's not even possible. Eventually that will happen. Even though the market has been stagnant, that is only a temporary thing. What are you waiting for? It's like waiting for a stock to go up before you buy it. Buy it while it's down, my friends.
Buy
That's
it
the
while it's
smart
down.
thing to
That's
do.
right. Yep. And if it goes down a little bit, buy some more.
If it goes down a little bit, buy more. Exactly. Exactly. Well, listen,
Very
I think this is great advice. I really feel better about this week than I've felt in a lot of weeks because
Yeah.
I feel that people are starting to feel better. And I think that it's a good time for people to get out. If you want to sell, put your house on the market, give Tom a call. He can list your house for you. And if it get your loan pre-approved with me, I'm a direct lender. I'm in all 50 states. I'm national. I can help you anywhere you want. I'm a direct lender. I'm not brokering anything out. Everything's done internally. And I keep 90% of the mortgages in-house. So you got somebody that's right here in your backyard willing to help. You got a team of people right here. And I'm going to tell you something. You put Tom and I on your case when you want to buy a home, and you got a team of people that'll fight for you. That's for sure. I
Absolutely.
guarantee.
100%.
I love working with Tom because he does fight for his customers, and he'll tell you flat out, nope, we're going to go on that. We're going to do this. We're going to offer that. And you are an advocate. You're not just an
Absolutely.
order taker.
No. I get people what they want, and I try to get them a little bit more.
Exactly. And you know what? The thing is you and I are both investors in real estate. So
Yeah.
we have some negotiation skills and we know how things typically work as a consumer as well as a professional.
That's right.
Well, listen, we're approaching Christmas is coming up, man. It's like right around the corner. Is it
Right around the corner.
this week? Isn't it? Is it this week?
It's not this week. It's next week.
It's next week. It's next week. Okay. God, don't freak me out like that. Okay. Well, it's tough getting old because you forget dates. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, all
Right
right.
behind you.
So next week's Christmas, get your application started. We'll get you into house in January. How about that?
Absolutely.
All right.
100%. Bruce, you
Listen,
make it a great week, my friend.
you have a great week and enjoy it. And we got a couple of deals we're working on. We'll get them pre-approved and we'll get you some folks into some houses. Have a great week.
Awesome, brother.
See ya.